Eayirstonk Zoo is located in Ontario, Canada, famous for its green space and natural habitat for animals. Here, a male lion named Cairo is the only lion that is raised and cared for specially. Cairo was brought to the zoo since he was a baby, after his mother died of starvation in a dry reserve. Every day, Cairo is fed on time, plays in the large yard and is loved by visitors. He is the star of the zoo, attracting all eyes with his majestic appearance and brilliant mane. Cairo lived peacefully for many years, rarely roaring loudly, but always watching the children laughing outside the cage. Cairo's life seemed to be peaceful forever, until a terrible incident happened on the fateful day in 2022. The biggest storm in 50 years suddenly hit southern Ontario, bringing hail and strong winds. Thunder rumbled, trees in the zoo were knocked down, and the fences and roofs of the cages were blown away. The primate enclosure was the first to be destroyed, with monkeys and apes screaming and running around in panic. Cairo's cage was completely collapsed after a large tree broke off and hit the fence. Traffic throughout the town was paralyzed, and all communication with support agencies was severely disrupted. The management contacted local authorities, but was told that it would take at least 48 hours to reach support. Only 3 staff members remained at the zoo, cleaning up and controlling stray animals. In the chaos, no one realized that Cairo had disappeared from his collapsed cage. Cairo had not eaten for 2 days, and his hunger made him restless and eager to find a source of food. He left the ruined cage, following the wet and muddy paths in the zoo grounds. The other animals were frightened and ran away when they saw it. No one dared to block its path. Cairo approached the large gate where the iron fence had collapsed, then quietly walked through without encountering any obstacles. He entered the coniferous forest behind the zoo, which was once considered a buffer zone to protect the living environment. The trees in the forest were devastated by the storm, their branches were broken and scattered, the air was damp and cold, and there were no birdsongs. Although his body was tired, Cairo still trudged on. His eyes were dry, his feet stepped on the mud that was soaked with old blood. He heard the sound of running water and gradually moved towards the large lake, where the weak light penetrated the canopy. At the lake shore, a mother and cub of a black bear were fishing, the cub jumping around her feet in the light rain. Cairo stood behind a tree watching, his breath quickening, his tongue licking his lips when he saw the fresh fish waving. It did not rush forward immediately but approached slowly, its feet stepping lightly, its body crawling close to the ground as if hunting for prey. The mother bear saw it but did not react violently, only slightly leaning forward to shield the cub behind it. Cairo hissed lightly, then suddenly rushed forward to bite the fish from the mother bear's tightly held mouth. The mother bear roared loudly throughout the lake, showing no fear of the intruder. The confrontation between the 2 most powerful predators in the forest had officially begun. The mother bear rushed forward to use her body to push the lion away, her large claws sweeping across, causing Cairo to lose momentum and take a few steps back. Cairo counterattacked with a lightning-fast pounce but missed. His blunt claws did not cause significant damage. The cub stood behind watching his mother fight, hissing lightly, his legs trembling but still trying to appear fierce. The mother bear stood upright, her 2 legs swung high, then slammed down on Cairo's back with all her weight. Cairo was hit, staggering but still roaring weakly, trying to grab the fish that had fallen on the mud. The mother bear did not retreat, she continued to swing her claws at the lion's face, her sharp nails scratching the skin on her cheek. Blood began to flow, dripping onto the cold ground, but Cairo still tried to fight back as if instinct had risen. Having never fought in the wild, Cairo reacted slowly, his attacks becoming clumsy and ineffective. A hooking slap from under his jaw sent Cairo falling to the ground, his eyes glazed over with dizziness. The mother bear still did not let go, bending down to bite the lion's shoulder and dragging him a few steps threateningly. Cairo hissed desperately, struggling but only causing the wound to widen, red blood staining his left shoulder. The baby bear rushed forward, jumping around Cairo like a strange dance, both happy and wary of resistance. Cairo was now only panting, his roars becoming more intermittent and weaker with each passing minute. It lay still, one leg curled up, its belly heaving, its mouth opening and closing, unable to get up. The mother bear realized her opponent was exhausted. She grabbed the fish again and gently retreated with her cub. The roaring in the forest stopped, leaving only the sound of the quiet lake water and Cairo's ragged breathing. Its huge body lay motionless, surrounded by mud, blood, and the newly departed bear's footprints. A black bird swooped down near the shore, perched on a dry branch as if signaling misfortune. Cairo lay there for hours, eyes closed, seemingly dead in the cold wilderness. But his chest still heaved slightly, his resilient heart still beating, though only within its fragile limits. A miracle was waiting behind the trees that had just witnessed the fierce battle for life and death. In the distance, a group of people were approaching, the rustling of leaves under their feet echoing in the cold, damp space. It was a rescue team consisting of zoo staff and police, following the trail of blood to search for Cairo. When they reached the shore of the lake, the scene before their eyes left everyone stunned, choked with emotion and pity. Cairo was found, but was there enough time to save him from the jaws of death? Two zoo staff rushed to Cairo, checking his heart rate and body reactions. They determined that he was still alive, but very weak, and needed to be taken to the emergency room as soon as possible. The police supported the surrounding area, guns ready in case the mother bear suddenly returned. They spread out a large tarp, gently placing the lion's body on it with good coordination, careful with each movement. Cairo barely resisted, only groaned softly and opened his eyes slowly as if feeling help. The specialized pickup truck sped out of the forest, the sound of the engine echoing in the gloomy space. All the way back to the zoo, an employee continuously dripped water and reassured Cairo in a gentle whisper. When the truck arrived, the medical team was waiting outside with a specialized bed and mobile emergency equipment. They transferred Cairo to the medical room, quickly connected him to N4, and did a preliminary check of his injuries all over his body. Cairo was wheezing, his eyes were closed, his body was convulsing slightly as if he was fighting silent pain. A veterinarian determined, the wounds were all superficial, but blood loss and exhaustion made the condition serious. Immediately, painkillers, antibiotics, and supplements were injected into the veins to save the brave lion's life. They shaved the fur around the wound, washed the deep scratch with saline and antibacterial potassium permanganate. Cairo still did not open his eyes, but his heart was beating more regularly, a sign that hope for survival was not yet lost. The medical team worked all night, trying to keep the life of the zoo's survival icon alive. The next morning, Cairo woke up, slowly licking water from a silver bowl placed next to his treatment bed. The veterinary staff changed his bandages, gently massaged him, helping the blood circulate better in the less mobile areas. Cairo no longer roared like before, just lay still, eyes silently filled with gratitude to those who saved him. He was moved to a temporary cage, with a roof and a monitoring system that monitored him 24 hours a day. A special diet including soft meat, electrolyte water and vitamins helped him recover quickly. Every day, staff came to talk, encourage and pet Cairo to keep his spirit stable. After a week, Cairo was able to stand up, walk a few slow laps around the cage and rest in the shade. The photo of Cairo being given 4 fluids spread across social media, attracting thousands of shares and comments. More and more visitors came to see the hero who survived that year's storm. Cairo's fight for survival has become a symbol of hope and courage across Ontario. Eair Stonk Zoo held an emergency meeting with the government to re-evaluate the entire design of the wildlife enclosure. A plan has been made to create a new semi-wild area for predators that need to maintain their survival instincts. Cairo will be the first resident to be brought to this area after fully recovering both physically and mentally. The project has been supported by local people, and many conservation organizations have also pledged funding and professional support. A sign in front of Cairo's old cage reads, "The Great Survivor of the 2022 Storm." Cairo's story is told in children's lessons about animal love and nature conservation. A painting of Cairo raising his mane in the face of the storm is hung solemnly at the main entrance of the zoo. Now, every step he takes reminds people of resilience and the power of survival. Cairo is not just a lion, he is a symbol, a lesson in instinct and humanity. And at Ierstank, that story continues, told every day by the legendary lion cage. Dear friend, thank you for taking the time to watch the whole video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to support us. Goodbye and see you in the next episodes.